Hello boys and girls, and welcome to lesson 6-2, numerical expressions, found on page 441. Snacks. The table shows the cost of different snacks at the concession stand at the school hockey game. So we have the items, we have popcorn, juice or soda, and hot dog. We have $2 for popcorn, $1 for juice or soda, and $4 for a hot dog. And here we have one popcorn, so here we know that this is worth 2 plus another 2 plus another $2. In total is going to be $6. You know how to count by 2s, right? 2, 4, 6, right? And now let's look at the hot dogs. For the hot dogs, we know that each hot dog is 4, right? As it says right there. So we have 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Or we could simply write it as, let's say, 4 times 4, because we can say there are 4 of them at the price of 4, okay, or 4 of them at the price of 4. 4 times 4. 4 times 4 equals 16. And there are different ways to write this. Please go ahead and copy these 2, 2, 2 in addition format and these 4s over the hot dogs, as well as this 4 times 4 here at the bottom as a key answer, so that I know that you watched this part and you are following along actively. Question 3. Find the total cost of buying 3 boxes of popcorn and 4 hot dogs. Okay, let's see here. We have popcorn is at $2. We know that already. $2. And they want us to find the total cost of buying 3 boxes of popcorn. So we have 3 popcorns, each at $2. So we're going to multiply. Remember that the operation that we use for parentheses is multiplication. This is 3 times 2. Okay? And then we have, and so buying 3 boxes of popcorn, and whenever we see an and, make sure that you make it an addition, and 4 hot dogs. So then we have 4 hot dogs for $4. So we know here we have 6 plus 16 when you solve in the next line, which will give you $22. Number 4. What operations could you use in exercises 1 and 2? Well, we know that the first time we did addition and then the second time we did multiplication. So multiplication and addition work. We multiply the price of each item by the amount purchased. So we purchased 3 at $2. We're multiplying it. And we purchased 4 at $4. So we multiply them and then we add the products. Whatever product I get from here, which I got 6, I will add it to the product I got here, which was 16. And I get my 22. Please copy all this down. This is a key answer. Okay, let's review order of operation. Let's review order of operation. Remember, simplify the expressions inside grouping symbols like parentheses. We do parentheses first. Then we're asked to find the value of all powers, exponents, right? We do exponents first. Then multiply and divide in order from left to right, so we can either do division if it comes first or multiplication if it comes first from left to right. So we multiply and divide, and then finally we add and subtract in order from left to right. Again, we can add or subtract depending if subtraction comes first, you can do it first, or addition, it doesn't matter, but those are the ones that you do last. So we can add or subtract. Simply remember PEMDAS. PEMDAS. Anytime you're doing order of operations, write PEMDAS at the top of your page so that you can remember the order. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. A numerical expression like 3 times 2 plus 4 times 4, don't forget that here we would do the multiplication first, right? We would find the product of these two factors, and then we add them because multiplication comes before addition. So this is a combination of numbers and operations. The order of operation tells you which operation to perform first so that everyone finds the same value for an expression. If you were to add first, it would be wrong because you would get a different answer. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 16. That would give you your 22, correct? But what if you add it first? What if you did 2 plus 4 equals 6? So now you have 3 times 6 times 4. Right? Let's say you added those two and you got this 6 right there. So that would give you 18, and 18 times 4, I believe, would give you 72. Right? So it doesn't work. So simply practicing here with addition and subtraction, you can see that we can do it from left to right. So 10 minus 2 is 8, plus 8 is going to give you 16. In the next one, remember we have to follow order of operation. Multiplication comes before addition. So you have to do 3 times 5 is 15 plus 4 equals 19. I believe this is a review for many of you, so go ahead, pause the video and do this on your own by following the order of operation of PEMDAS. Okay? So here we have pause please now, and then play again. Pause now. Okay, I hope you paused the video. I'm going to do multiplication first. 2 times 15 equals 30 plus 10 equals 40. And then over here I divide before I multiply because I just go left to right. Remember, these can be interchanged. Division and multiplication, addition and subtraction can be interchangeable as long as you do them from left to right. Division comes first, you do division first. So here's division. 16 divided by 2 is 8 times 4 is going to give me 32. There you have it. Parentheses and exponents. Expressions inside grouping symbols such as parentheses are simplified first. Follow the order of operations inside parentheses. So if you have in parentheses, for example, you have 2 plus 6 times 2, and then outside of parentheses, you also have times 3, right? You have to solve the parentheses first. Inside the parentheses, you have to do the multiplication first. You would follow order of operation once again. So here you would get 12 plus 2, which would equal 14, right? So 14 times 3. Now you have to include this part, right? And then 14 times 3 is going to give you 42. And there you have it. Continuing with the example of here, for example, in the parentheses 3 plus, and then we have this parenthesis 4 to the power of 2 plus 5, you will need to find the value of the 4. Yeah, you have to do the exponent first. So you have parentheses, so you know you have to do all this first, but then after that, you get the exponent. So 4 times 4 equals 16 plus 5 equals 21 plus 3 equals 24. So here you have a series of different operations. You have division, addition, multiplication, and you have your parentheses. You would be tempted to do division first, right? Because you know it's one of the first things you have to do, or even multiplication. But don't forget, parentheses is always done first. As you can see there, 9 minus 6 will give you your 3. Then you can work with your division, right? Right there, you would work with your division. Forget about the addition until the very end, because it's usually one of the last things you do, and you multiply your 17 times 3, as you see there. So then you solve here, and you get your 5, and you multiply your 17 times 3, which gives you 51, and lastly you do the addition of 5 plus 51 to get 56. Okay, for example 4, remember to write PEMDAS or follow the PEMDAS rule. We don't have any parentheses, but then we do have exponents, so solve for the exponent first, as you see there, and 6 times 6 is 36. Don't forget that exponent means the base is multiplying into itself. This is the base. This number is multiplying into itself, so it's going to be 6 times 6 equals 36. Then you can go ahead and do your multiplication, so it's 3 times 36 is 108, plus 4 is 112. And again, finally, we have PEMDAS parentheses, solve for the parentheses. Inside the parentheses, we have exponents. 8 times 8 is 64. We continue with the parentheses. So we'll have 64. Here, we have it here. 64, right? And we continue within the parentheses. We still have parentheses here, and then addition and multiplication. So we continue. We 64 minus 2 equals 62. And then now we have addition and multiplication. Of course, we do multiplication first. 62 times 2 is 124, I believe. 124. And then 124 plus 5 equals 129. Okay, I know I have to do my parentheses first, so I'm going to write 25 times, what's 5 minus 2? It equals 3 divided by 5 minus 12. There we go. So I've replaced my parentheses here, I solved it, and I put the 3 there. Now I have multiplication, division, and subtraction. I can work left to right. Remember, multiplication and division can be interchanged. So I have 25 times 3 equals 75 divided by 5 minus 12. 75 divided by 5 is 15 minus 12 equals 3. And over here we have parentheses first, and within the parentheses we have exponents. So let's solve that first. So I'm just going to write my 24 divided by My exponent here is 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. So I have 8 in the parentheses plus 4. Again, I will write my 24 divided by, now I solve in the parentheses that I have 12, and 24 divided by 12 equals 2. And there you have it. Here's example 6. For the sake of time, and I don't want to make this video so long, please pause the video and take a look through it and make sure that this makes sense to you. If it doesn't make sense, ask me in class and we'll go through it together. Okay, let's try example E. Alexis and 3 friends are at the mall. Each person buys a pretzel. So Alexis and 3 friends, 1 plus 3 is 4. So it's 4 people in total. Don't forget that. Each person buys a pretzel for $4. So I would write simply as 4 people buy 4 pretzels. So 4 times 4. Sauce for $1. So they're each buying a sauce for $4. So all 4 of them are also buying one sauce for $4. For $1. And a drink for $2, and all four of them also bought a drink, right? Write an expression for the total and find the total cost. All right, let's just do our multiplication first. Here we have 16 plus 4 times 1 is 4 plus 4 times 2 is 8. This is the amount of dollars, don't forget. Here's the amount of dollars they spent. And now we have 16 plus 4 is 20 plus 8 is 28. We can go right ahead and write 28. Therefore, the total cost is $28. As always, leave the guided practice for class so you and I can do it together as a warm-up. But please complete the entire independent practice. Okay, I believe you can do it quite confidently. And don't forget the question on the back, question 11. If this question is not finished, you will not get your full grades for the homework. Okay, see you in class, everyone.